sports on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCW Life Channel is presented by Harvest Valley Pest Control, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Confluence Health, Les Schwab Tires, Biosports Physical Therapy, Impact Auto Sales, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Town Toyota, Automocha, JDSA Law, and Weinstein Beverage. Now let's go live for all the action of tonight's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Eastmont High School, site of today's encounter between the Eastmont Wildcats and the Wenatchee Panthers. Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Alongside me, as always, is our soccer expert, Mr. Matt Wisen, and we have a good one for you today, Matt. Without a doubt, Eastmont first place, Wenatchee second place, half a game apart. Everything is set for a great game.
Yeah, definitely. They're getting ready for playoffs. Basically, this coming into towards the end of the season. This game could mean seeding, could mean home game in the playoffs or not. So a lot of stuff's to ride on this one.
Absolutely. Let's not forget that these two teams have already met each other across the river with a 1-0 victory, if I remember correctly, for Eastmont. First time in a while that Eastmont beat Wenatchee, and I'm sure that the Wildcat fandom would like to see a repeat of that. We'll see what the upcoming 80 minutes of soccer bring. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have the coaches interview and a whole lot more here on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away. Hello and welcome to Eastmont High School. Standing next to us are the coaches of both the Eastmont and the Wenatchee programs. First, Coach Vidal Hurtado from Eastmont. Later, we'll have Coach Springer from Wenatchee. Coach Hurtado, there's really very little need to motivate the players before a game like this, no?
Yeah, I actually mentioned that before our pregame here. Our chat was, regardless of what I say, it just kind of goes out the door because it's such an emotional game. I talked about we're trying to get away from that. We're in a good position in league, and we want to make sure that we play to our abilities and not let the emotions get into the game and affect the way that we play. So, but yeah, that's why I kept it short.
What did you say to the seniors?
Enjoy it. That was a talking point for me, was enjoy your last game, hopefully against Wenatchee, and everybody else play for your seniors because you're going to want them to back you up and play for you when it's your time to go. So.
You had such a strong game against Eisenhower. What do you seek to build on upon that performance?
Just the final third, making sure that we continue to put the opportunities away. We're playing a tougher opponent today, so we got to make sure that we capitalize on those opportunities and continue to play on the ground. We're good at it, and we just got to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more aware of what's happening, but we just got to continue to grow in that aspect, keeping the ball on the ground and trying to dictate the pace of the game.
Best of luck today, Coach. Matt Wisen, take it away.
Coach Springer. So the last few games, you've had had to deal with some adversity lately, some injuries, maybe some illness. How's your team looking today?
Pretty good. I think everybody's back. The last couple of weeks, we've been down a couple girls, a variety of different girls, but 2 or 3 starters have been down, and but everybody's back today and ready to go. A few of them will probably have limited minutes. I don't expect them to be in great shape, so they've got to get their game legs underneath them. But all in all, we're good to go.
So what have you been surprised about with this team so far, and maybe want to work on moving forward going into the playoffs?
Nothing much. I mean, I felt like I had a good pulse of this team from the beginning, and we were fortunate to come out ahead on a lot of games that could have gone either way. And I feel like our defense is solid, and we were finishing some of our offensive opportunities. We're just not creating enough of those opportunities. So, like Vidal said, that attacking third is an emphasis of ours. We also just need to come out a little more aggressive, a little more. Play with a little more urgency. There's been a lot of games we've fallen down 1-0 and then come back to win 2-1 or 3-1, but it seems like it takes a goal against us for our girls to step up. So the emphasis this week was to not wait until we're down 1, but to come out from the beginning.
Yeah, so typically this game historically has been a 1-goal game, as was played out last time you saw each other. Are the girls going to are you worried at all about them getting too hyped up and maybe exposed on the back end on counters?
Yeah, that can always happen. Absolutely. It's definitely a risk, but at the same time, it's the same risk every game all season long. And yeah, but they've got great strikers in Jaden and Megan, and they play well off each other and they look to attack. So yeah, it's obviously a focus of ours and a risk if we lose possession in the middle of the field, then those counterattacks can hurt us for sure. But we have a lot of faith in our defense, and especially in Naya in the back. So we'll see what happens.
All right, thank you very much to both of you, and thank you for tuning in to the pregame interview. Now, after this break, we'll come back with 40 minutes of top-notch soccer action for you. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
About ready to watch these two teams battle it out for the top spot in the Big Nine. Before we do, let's have a look at the starting lineups. First, the visiting Wenatchee Panthers jumping onto the pitch with goalkeeper Naya Hughes, number 1, number 2, Ali Clark, number 3, Hallie Stegman, number 4, Maddie Smith, number 5, Yareli Sanchez Blanco, number 8, Lucy Rumble, number 10, Taylor Shongarth, number 14, Greta Jaracki, number 15, Riley Gross-Didier, number 18, Ireland Nipfer, and number 22, Olivia Bowman. The head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers is Mr. John Springer. Eastmont will do their thing on the pitch with goalkeeper Cora Fry, number 0, number 3, Kiana Carson, number 5, Ellie Little, number 7, Alexa Heimbigner, number 10, Megan Chandler, number 12, Kendall Flanagan, number 13, Jaden Brown, number 14, Annalise Bauman, number 17, Tess Sparks, number 21, Riley Fisher, and number 22, Maria Mendoza. The head coach for the Eastmont Wildcats is Mr. Vidal Hurtado. The teams, Matt Wisen, we're basically meeting them at a neurologic point in their season. They are basically battling for, like what you said, the seeding. This is there's no way to overestimate the importance of this contest right now.
Yeah, they're definitely the back quarter of their season now, and their final staging for playoffs. A couple games, difficult games still on the road up for Eastmont here. They go at Davis, which is always tough. At Sunnyside, lately Sunnyside's been a little down, but you never quite know what you're going to get when you go down there. So sometimes one of those little tiny teams will jump out and surprise you. And likewise, Wenatchee, with their health coming back from some injuries, has really kind of introduced some challenges for them. They still go to Moses Lake on Tuesday, and then Thursday, which was originally scheduled for Saturday, they're home against West Valley, and a rare home game during the week for Wenatchee, which I think Wenatchee will get up for that. So the back half of Wenatchee's season definitely looks a little more winnable, but Eastmont, I think, is maybe a game ahead of Wenatchee in standing. So this game tonight really could determine first and second place.
Yeah, Eastmont, I believe, is 7-1, and Wenatchee is 6-2. So a win for Wenatchee leaves them both with league records of 7-2. Something to behold, without a doubt, brewing here at Eastmont Stadium. A quick look back tells us that these teams met already once this year, with Eastmont winning 1-0. So that's probably weighing heavy on the minds of the seniors here today. They want to beat the arch rival for the last time that they meet them.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, hate losing to your rival, in-town rival, is really difficult. And and the momentum you gain off of a late win in this is huge, especially going into playoffs. So there's a lot riding on it. I think both coaches are doing a really good job at settling their teams down. They look pretty confident, and looks like a lot of the nerves are gone during warm-ups. So good job with both coaches on that one. These players, I expect to see a much better game, at least in the first half, than we saw in the first half with Wenatchee Eastmont. I think both teams will get into their groove a lot quicker.
Yeah. Now, will the rain be a factor, given that we're playing in natural grass?
Yeah, the pitch is a little quick today and slippery. I expect to see that ball skip a lot, get in behind. As a coach, I'm telling my players, at least my forward runners, to anticipate that ball to skip through and don't hold up your run. Make that run on through, anticipate it going through, because it's moving pretty fast when it hits the pitch. And likewise, follow up your shots, because I was watching in the JV game lots of balls skipping in, and they're not as easily handled when they hit that pitch and that turf and skip up. And the keepers were giving up lots of dribblers in front of them.
Might we see the goalkeepers tested early on? Perhaps the forwards trying from like 10, 15 yards out?
Yeah, definitely. The goal that Eastmont scored on Wenatchee was at the top of the box, so 18, 19 yards out on that one.
All right, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the first half of this contest between Panthers and Wildcats. Don't go away.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. You know, we've been helping keep folks safe on the road around here since 1952. That's why you can save up to $152 on a set of 4 select light truck and SUV tires during our fall tire sale. All with a service you deserve, but just don't find other places. Swing by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
At Town Toyota, we believe in our community, and we're proud to support this broadcast of local sports. Town Toyota defines reliability and value in both its products and in the dealership itself. We are home to legendary products like the RAV4, Highlander, and Camry, not to mention Tundras and Tacoma trucks. Of course, we offer service for everything we sell and a great selection of pre-owned and certified vehicles as well. So enjoy the game and visit Town Toyota for all your automotive needs.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Welcome back to Eastmont High School, where both teams are in the middle of their pregame team talks. The captains huddled at midfield with the referees, and both coaches giving their last-minute instructions. Wenatchee decked in white, and Eastmont decked in baby blue. Eastmont and Wenatchee, Wenatchee and Eastmont. It's the Battle of the Bridge soccer style part 2 of this 2019 girls soccer season in the Big Nine. We thought that the attendance might be affected by the intermittent precipitation, but we see quite a bit of fans on the stands. I don't know if you can poke your head out, Matt, because I can't quite reach.
It's a partial sellout today. It's stands are starting to fill up. So if you're going to watch some good soccer, I'd say get here now.
Absolutely. All right, folks, the Wildcats taking care of business from right to left, starting this first half. And there's the whistle. We are in business here in East Wenatchee. Sparks moving the ball upfield into Wenatchee territory, rejected quickly by Stegman. Little kick upfield. rejected by the back line of Eastmont. Both Eastmont and Wenatchee, I would presume, shaking off the nerves to begin this game, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, there might be some nerves. I think they're trying to figure out the pitch. You never know during warm-up. It's kind of difficult to simulate game speed during warm-up and what to expect. So I think some of that's going on. They're missing some passes, and they're just getting the timing down.
Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the visiting Wenatchee Panthers. Rumble. Stegman shakes one off. Tries to make it past two. Gros Didier. Rejected by Eastmont. Counter in the making. Chandler. Waiting for it is Jaden Brown. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in this time for the Eastmont Wildcats. Folks continue to trickle in. The rain seems to have mercifully stopped.
Just on cue.
Throw in. Sails past the head, and we'll see what the referee says. This is going to be a corner kick, first corner kick of the game. And it will favor the Eastmont Wildcats. We're still tied at 0-0. We've just begun this matchup of next-door neighbors. Chipper into the box. And this shot, and right at the line, Miss Hughes does a good job of stopping the shot by Kiana Carson. Matt Wise,
yeah, good job judging those balls. They're coming high, right, almost even with that back bar, and sometimes you see those get in behind the keeper on that, especially a wet ball.
Smith, after receiving the pass from Schoengrath, ball goes out of bounds, and we will have the second corner kick of the game, first one favoring the Wenatchee Panthers.
We have a guest in our booth, Mr.
Well.
Let's take this corner kick here, and we'll introduce.
There's a corner kick, punched away, and no, the goalkeeper missed the punch away, and the header sailed over the crossbar. Matt Wisen, please introduce this distinguished guest we have.
We got Neil Oyst in the booth. We haven't had Neil up here for a couple of years now.
A couple of years, yeah.
So what have you been up to in the last couple of years, Neil?
Made my way down to California. Was coaching down in Southern California for a year, and then made my way back up here. It's good to be here. Watch these two teams battle it out.
So you've got some experience coaching these ladies. You coached some of these ladies this last summer season, I believe.
Yeah.
Deep run down the right side. A battle of fives there with Sanchez Blanco delivering a shot across. Rumble can manage it. Trying again, Wenatchee from the left side now. There's Smith. Smith, left-footed shot, and it kisses the crossbar. What an effort by Wenatchee, and yes, indeed, I believe, let me have a look here. Yep, it was Hallie Stegman who just could not help herself. She actually clapped at the effort of her teammate because that was a beautiful shot that perhaps deserved better. Matt, Neil.
Got some pressure up in there, and Eastmont's looking at their own goal, and so when that happens, you're able to, as an attacking team, put more numbers in the box and start swinging that ball in with more pace, and that's just what we saw there.
Yeah, I like how Wenatchee have started. I think they're pressing high up the field. I think they're dictating the game from the middle third. Unlucky not to go ahead there.
Throw in for the Eastmont Wildcats. Maria Mendoza sending it back, recovered that time. The touch rejected by Sanchez Blanco. Across to the center alley now. Eastmont with a good stop, pushing it upfield for Brown. Chandler, recovered by Clark for Wenatchee. Battling it up midfield, scooping it is Jareki. Deep ball that time. Sanchez Blanco, overcome by Flanagan. Flanagan looking for some help. Gets it. Pushing the ball upfield now. Back to Flanagan. Quick give and go. That one doesn't quite work. Trying again for Wenatchee is Stegman. Stegman and Jareki. Nice touch by Sanchez Blanco. Good move. Right foot across. It sails a little wide. Ball goes out of bounds. And I'm going to echo what you said, Neil. Wenatchee taking the initiative.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see where they're playing. They're up near the final third, the middle third. Getting a lot of success down this right-hand side. But if it looks like Eastmont is struggling to get out their back third at the minute.
The delivery by Fry is quickly recovered by Wenatchee. The deep ball looking for Sanchez Blanco. The quick touch to the left to Flanagan. Flanagan trying to get past Sanchez Blanco. Flanagan with the deep ball trying to connect with Brown. Recovered by Wenatchee. Sanchez Blanco. On the mark is Flanagan. Sanchez Blanco with some speed. The touch to the left.
Lots of standing in the middle and back third for Eastmont, not opening many opportunities, giving Eastmont open players to play out.
Just need to try to do a better job keeping hold of the ball, keeping time in possession so they can build up.
Bowman on the throw-in. Clark. Not a major problem for Cora Fry. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the hosting Eastmont Wildcats as we approach the 7th minute of play, 6 minutes 25 on the scoreboard clock. We're still tied at 0-0. This moment of the game brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control, living healthy, local, and pest-free. You can rest assured with Harvest Valley Pest Control, we're using kid and pet-safe material around your home or office. Call Harvest Valley Pest Control today for your free estimate.
So Neil, down in California, explain what you were doing down there. You were with Surf Club down there as a coach, and
I was coaching good players down there in Southern California, working with local surf club down there. Great time being exposed to players down there, creating good college contacts as well. Worked with the local college, worked with the local high school. Great experience that I can hopefully bring back up to this neck of the woods and deliver to players in the Wenatchee area.
You're working. What's your capacity right now with Wenatchee FC?
Wenatchee FC. So currently working with their older teams. They're director of the older teams, which includes many of these girls that you're seeing here today, just trying to improve the standard of play, working with the coaches at that age group too. So it's going well. Great summer. Looking forward to the rest of the season.
Free kick for Eastmont. There's the whistle. Right flank of the box, Megan Chandler. Rejected partially by Wenatchee. Trying again was Carson. Flanagan. Recovered by Sanchez Blanco. Schongrath. Under siege.
Much better.
Bauman. Bounces off Bowman. Deep ball that time. This could be interesting. Flag is up. None of that will count. Jaden Brown found in an illicit position. About 3 or 4 yards out of the box. Gentlemen?
About a half body length or so in front there.
Better from Eastmont, though. A little bit more energy in trying to recover the ball and then penetrating. A little bit better from them.
Indirect free kick. Rumble. Cherokee. Recovered by the back line of Eastmont. Trying again for Wenatchee is Rumble. There's Cherokee again. Nobody in that area code. Ball goes out of bounds.
That's always a threat, though. Jaden Brown through the middle. I mean, she's got great pace through that middle. And if they can find her in behind, there's a lot of space there that she can run onto. It's always going to be a big threat for Eastmont.
We're back in action again. Wenatchee. Stegman. Taken back by Flanagan. Trying to block it was Gross-Didia. Cannot. Fisher. Good touch. Heimbigner. Off to the races we go. First runner will be Nipfer. Nipfer, ball goes out of bounds. And it will be Eastmont ball. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort trained specialist, specializes in commercial and residential HVAC systems. Online at dicksheatingwenatchee.com. There's the throw-in. Ball goes out of bounds. Another throwing, which means it's time to tell you about Global Car Care. Quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians with over 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. Rejected by Clark. Trying again is Rumble. Taken back by the Wildcats. There's Sparks. Sparks, the push-up field for Chandler. She was just a hair offside, says the assistant referee.
Brilliant run, though, there from Megan. What do you think? How have they done this season, Matt, Jaden and Megan up top? Good combination.
Combo play, I'd like to see a little more out of the two. But they've been very effective in their individual game. If they can continue to link a little bit more and understand how the defense is reacting to their play, they can really bring each other into the game and play off each other a little better. The teams are really starting to double down on a single player who's making a run, but when that happens, they're creating space in behind. And that's the one little thing that can be improved upon is once you create that space, having the immediate identifying immediately with the rest of your teammates where that space is, who's moving into it, and quickly translating that into that ball being played into that space.
Ball goes out of bounds. It should be an Eastmont throw-in. Jaden Brown into the box. Cleared away. Taken back. Good opportunity. Shot across. And the sliding save by Miss Hughes.
It was a good read by Naya there.
On a bit of a mistake there. My goodness. A miscommunication between Hughes and Clark.
That's a slippery ball.
Megan Chandler almost took to the bank. Matt Wisen.
Yeah. Megan's been very opportunistic this season. We've seen several of those scrappy little goals that she's cleaned up in front of the box, and that's almost turned into another one.
Well, it was initially good hands by Nia Hughes. Obviously, it's going to be difficult in this rain and the surface. But yeah, Megan nearly pounced there and sniffed out a goal.
12 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock. First half of play in this game between the Eastmont Wildcats and the Wenatchee Panthers.
That was one of those keys we talked about coming into this game with anticipating that ball skipping around and making runs and keep coming in on the keeper because that ball's going to get bouncing around.
You said it. There's a free kick. Heart of the box, cleared away, hoping for a counter attack. It doesn't happen. Instead, it's a shot from about 40 yards out, and it sails over the crossbar.
Slippery ball, put it in.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta try, and it's going to be that type of game, especially on the surface, like we said. You got to take shots, but it's important though that you get players running in too. If somebody's going to take a shot, where the runner's coming in from the sides.
I think we saw Megan score one from about 30 plus yards out earlier this year.
We sure did. I'm shaking my head, not because I disagree with you, Neil, but because here comes Dr. Evil, our producer, with food that we cannot eat, but we can smell for the rest of the game.
Sound division. The audience would love to hear you chomping on something.
Megan Chandler, the deep ball to the right side. Off to the races is Jaden Brown and Allie Clark. Jaden and Allie. Ball goes out of bounds. Assistant referee says it's Eastmont ball.
I think that's what they do so well. Megan's going to check in, hold the ball up there, and then Jaden's going to make a run in behind. They've got such great strengths, and they work well together, I think.
Throw-in into the box. Partially cleared away by Wenatchee. Stopped by Kiana Carson. Recovered by the Panthers. Now it's Sean Garth. The touch to the left flank and cleared away nimbly by Chaim Bigner. Ball goes out of bounds. Which side of the flag was that, Matt Wisen?
That's a throw-in.
It's a throw-in for the Panthers. 13 minutes, make that 14 minutes on the clock. First half of play, we're still tied at 0-0. There's the throw-in. Into the box, cleared away with more urgency than style by the back line of Eastmont. Jareki battling it out with Fisher. Ball goes out of bounds, Eastmont ball.
How do you think that loss affected Wenatchee a few weeks ago, Matt, and the way that they've now started this game?
They've started this game much better than they did the first time they played, and there wasn't much urgency. They had that initial attack. The goal was called back, offside position, if you remember. It was in the first couple minutes of that game. The ball was played across the front of the goal, and a runner came in on the back post. All for naught. And then after that, they just kind of fell and lost urgency and let Eastmont bring the game to them for 90% of the rest of the game. In the last 15 minutes or so, Wenatchee stepped it up and put Eastmont under a lot of pressure. And that's kind of where they picked up, where they left off there.
Yeah.
Nipper recovered by Eastmont. Good touch that time by Flanagan. Off to the races we go. It's Jaden Brown into the box, shot across, and stopped by Ms. Naya Hughes.
Again, I think it's just, a turnover. They're always going to be looking for that ball in behind when actually playing pretty high, and that ball down the channel is always going to be on for Jaden's pace.
Now, would that be one of the opportunities that you mentioned earlier, Matt, where you would like to see Chandler and Brown link up a little bit more?
That one I thought was all right, but I lost track of where Megan was on that. But if she was at the far post, maybe bring that ball across the back line a little bit more instead of at goal. But with the slippery field, I don't blame her for taking that shot.
2 substitutions coming. Wenatchee will send 2 subs onto the pitch. Excuse me, Neil. One of them is number 6, and the other one is number 24. So Emily Eckert, number 6, and Olivia Harley, it's number 24. Let's make a note of that. Throw in. We're back in action now. And Miss Fry looks like she's going to take care of this one, and she does. 60 minutes, 35 seconds in this, the first half of play. Wenatchee and Eastmont. Eastmont and Wenatchee tied at 0-0. A bit of a battle at midfield. Pushing it forward, indeed, was Nipfer. Now is Smith, marked by Carson. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmont ball, and fans continue to trickle in to Wildcat Stadium. Throw in for Eastmont. Ball goes out of bounds. Another throw in for Eastmont that time, as we wait for the ball to be played. There it is. Now it's the corner of the box. Left-footed shot swinging across the center alley. Flanagan and Sanchez Blanco. Flanagan can't keep it in bounds. Throw in for Wenatchee. Deep ball into Eastmont territory. Rejected by the back line of the Wildcats. Throw in for Wenatchee.
It's pretty even so far. I like the different styles in play. I think Eastmont are naturally sitting back and trying to play in the counter. I think Wenatchee are trying to, win that ball higher up the field and press from there.
Schoengarth looking to connect with Eckert. Recovered instead by Eastmont. Flanagan. Scooped away by Bowman. Pushed upfield. Looking for Schoengarth. Can't keep it in bounds. Throwing for the Wildcats. Mendoza.
Yeah, both teams.
That one is Stegman. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
Eastmont's playing a little bit conservative defensively, not taking many chances, and more likely just to play the ball out of bounds and play for a throw-in, and then a turnover, and playing the ball along when the ball's in their own defense. And so they're giving up a few extra possessions there.
The shot by Stegman sails wide. Goal kick for Eastmont. You were saying?
Just the quick, maybe lack of movement in the defensive third when they're playing the ball out is leaving the person on the ball with a lot less opportunities to play the ball. So they're more apt to just play the ball out of bounds and turn the ball over at that point and then regroup instead of maybe holding the ball and forcing the defense to move and playing out of the back with possession.
Rumble.
And that can hurt you sometimes, obviously. You really do need to hold that ball and move around and build.
Harley. Smith. Rejected by Eastmont. There's a deep ball now into the center circle. Stopped at midfield, trying again. Deep ball looking for Flanagan or perhaps Chandler. Neither of them can catch up. Play continues, says the referee, despite 2 players hitting the deck. Nipfer. Flanagan. Nipfer. Bit of a header. Stegman. Sanchez Blanco. Trying to get past Little. Eastmont on the recovery. Sparks. Chandler. Under siege. Gets past one. Tries to get past two. First down, however, will be Bowman. Bad delivery. Flanagan. The through ball. Good idea. There's Jaden Brown. Hughes with the stop.
Brilliant judgment there from Naya. I mean, she had to not hesitate. She came off the line there. That's great reading of the game from Naya.
Clark.
To your point, though, Matt, what I'm seeing from Eastmont is they're looking really to try and get in behind on this left-hand side. There's a lot of space on this left. Wenatchee's right wing back, they're pushing high. So on transitions, there's a lot of space. So I think that's an area they're looking to execute, and they're trying to get down. They've had a bit of success on the counter.
Carson, whistle on the play, foul call. It will be a free kick for Eastmont. If you're one of those lost souls who likes the other football better, a quick update coming your way. Oregon and Washington tied 7-7. There's the through ball. Good idea.
Great ball.
Harley first on it.
Good read on the other side as well.
Yeah, well read.
Cora Fry.
It's a big part of the game now for a goalkeeper is getting off the line. If a team is pressing high, can they get out there, not hesitate and collect the ball? Gives so much confidence to the back three, back four.
Vidal Hurtado wanted Cora Fry to play that ball a lot faster than she did, but there's a throw and good maneuver. This is a good opportunity. Here's Jaden Brown. Referee says no foul. And the second try, this time by Fisher, and now ultimately Nia Hughes with the stop.
Yeah, there's that combination again. I think Eastmont are coming into the game. I think Megan's checking in. She's getting on the ball. Jaden's making a great run in behind, and it's proven difficult for Wenatchee.
There's a through ball one more time.
Yeah, that diagonal ball through Wenatchee's back line just isn't quite compact enough, and so that passing lane through in the blindside run by the
I think
the
they're stuck in two minds, whether they win the ball high up the field or drop into space, and I think they're having a hard time in which one to do after they lose the ball.
Sanchez Blanco. Stegman. Flag is up. Ball went out of bounds. It should be Eastmont ball. Eastmont getting a little closer in this particular stretch of the game. 22 minutes 55. Confluence Health. Safe, high quality care and close to home. Confluence Health is dedicated to improving our patients' health with safe, high quality care in 12 communities throughout North Central Washington. Chandler, ball goes out of bounds. Flanagan on the throw-in. Sanchez Blanco in front of her. Touch to the back for Little. Flanagan putting some pressure to Sniffer. Back to Little. The through ball finds Chandler a little bit out of place. She makes up the distance, but cannot catch up to the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. It looks like it was Bowman sending it out of bounds. Throw in for Eastmont.
Yeah, Eastmont are getting a lot of success down this left-hand side. They're trying to get into those spaces, get the ball into those channels.
Flanagan. Stegman trying to clear it. Chandler. Flanagan again. Collecting the pass from Sparks. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Wenatchee. Sanchez Blanco. Not nearly the factor she was in the first half and the first game of these two teams, but still quite capable of bringing some danger. Substitution coming for Wenatchee. I believe it's going to be number 14. And that would be Greta Jaricki returning to action. And Ms. Little sending it with more urgency than style to the throw-in. It will be Wenatchee ball. Les Schwab Tire Center. Go online to leschwab.com to find a tire store near you. Be sure to check out their fall tire sale going on now. They're waiting for a ball to be played, to return. And Coach Hurtado and another one of the Eastmont coaches have to go searching for them. And there's the throw-in now for Wenatchee. Bowman over the head of Mendoza, trying to look for Eckert. That one is Cherokee. The ball to Maddie Smith doesn't quite work. It will be Eastmont ball as we approach the 26th minute of play. Still tied at 0-0.
You got to say, in the balance of the first half, I think Eastmont have been a bit more dangerous. They've penetrated. They've got channels in behind. Had a good couple of chances. Wenatchee struggling to get their rhythm into the game.
Cherokee. The ball for Harley. Good movement. Stegman, and the stop by Cora Fry.
It's better patience from Wenatchee. That's what we want to see, a little bit more good patience and build up. Getting a good shot off there.
Bit of a collision. Referee blows his whistle. Something about that he did not like. Free kick for Eastmont. Speaking of Cora Fry, apparently her grandmother is a faithful listener of our show from no other place than Edmonds, Washington, Matt Wisen. So a quick tip of the cap over the snowy peaks of the Cascades to
I was just
Cora Fry's grandma.
Just in Edmonds about a week ago.
There's a ball, good maneuver. There's Chandler, mano a mano, the swinging save. Sliding save by Hughes. Still not out of danger. Whistle on the play, foul called, yes sir. One of the defenders for Wenatchee.
Is that four through balls now? 1v1s? I mean, how long, Matt, until you recognize that and you've got to change something back there, because you know, the ball's going to get through, and Megan or Jaden, they're going to finish one of those chances.
I was just writing some notes about halftime notes here, and Wenatchee seems like they want to send numbers forward every time and press and press and press, and what that does is opening up on the back end. We kind of talked about it earlier on with Coach Springer before the game, and I would like to see Wenatchee identify a little better when it's appropriate to press and when it's appropriate to.
There's a through ball that time, looking to find Jaden Brown. Brown's still upright. Referee says play on. On the right side is Kiana Carson trying to get a shot across. First on it, however, is Maddie Smith. Now it's Kiana with another shot. This header does not happen. Chandler cannot connect, and instead it's a stop by our very busy Miss Hughes.
On my first thought there, I thought penalty. I think she was driving him in. I think Ali came in from the side, took the legs. I'm not sure if they got the ball. I have to look at the replay, but on my first thought, it looked like a penalty. Big call there in the game.
Yeah, these close games, sometimes referees don't like to be the deciding factor, and they're not. They have to realize that the play is the deciding factor, and a penalty is a penalty regardless. So sometimes, you know, like you say, I'd like to see the replay as well, but to me, my first
just look
take
at
on
transition
it
here.
was penalty.
It's numbers are going forward. There's no drop.
Flag is up.
So what I'd like to see there, to your
Outside.
point, Matt, is you know, if Wenatchee are going to press high, they've got to learn as well when to drop. You can't press to win the ball high up the field all the time. You have to drop into that space, and otherwise Eastmont are just going to keep finding spaces in behind, and it's only going to be a matter of time until they exploit.
29 minutes and go ahead, Matt. 29 minutes and change. My apologies, Neil. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, and as a coach, what you got to do there is you need to have your communicating players, and you see this with Eastmont as well. The communication is one of my notes for them. Prep them, inform them, educate them, and make them smart players so they can understand the appropriate time to direct your players forward, and when the appropriate time is to organize in behind and protect your back line. And try and read the game a little bit that way, so you're not, as a coach, always barking directions out on the field.
Into Eastmont territory we go. Trying again is Jaden Brown, looking to connect with Chandler. She does. First time, however, is Nipper, it looks like. Getting past one, trying to get past two. Does. Ball goes out of bounds as the last one to touch it was Kiana Carson. Wenatchee puts it back in play. Into Eastmont territory now. Bauman. Little. A through ball. Good idea. Off to the races now. Battling for is Bowman for Wenatchee and Flanagan for Eastmont. Referee says it will be Flanagan putting it into play. There's the throw-in over the head of Bowman. Brown. Rejected by Clark. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be another throw-in for the Wildcats. Just under 10 minutes before the end of this first half, Wenatchee and Eastmont. Eastmont and Wenatchee tied at 0-0. Brown catching that bounce.
Jaden dropping back a little bit more to get on that ball.
Well, you know, in Wenatchee, I mean, when you're playing a 3-back, there's great strengths to that system. But then on defense, you've got to make sure those wing backs come back into position and almost have a back five at times, and I don't think that's happening.
Flanagan and Chandler. Chandler doing away with her gloves. She started the game wearing gloves. She clearly does not need them right now.
Because I think what's happening is, you know, the right center back is getting drifted out wide, and then that's what's creating the space for the two in the middle.
Flanagan and Brown once again. Switching across the center alley. Carson. Deep ball. Stopped by Nipfer. Trying again is Maria Mendoza. On the mark is Steckman. Mendoza looking for Chandler. Will she get there? Not in time. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be, and it will be, a goal kick for Wenatchee. Substitution coming. It will be Ms. Jasmine Abuamo entering the contest for the Wildcats. It's break time for Ms. Jaden Brown. First substitution of the game for the Wildcats. We're back in action now. Smith, whistle on the play. Free kick for Wenatchee. The Eastmont fandom not agreeing with that call one teeny tiny bit. Left-footed shot into Eastmont territory. Recovered by Wenatchee. Jareki. Eckert. Maria Mendoza on defense. Once again, that through ball. Nipper, mistake. There's Abuamo. Bounces off her. Abuamo loses track of the ball. And that could have been mighty dangerous. Matt Wise and Neil.
Yeah, just need to make sure that as a keeper, you don't just get in that groove of just blasting the ball. And kind of a mistake played out can really determine games like this.
We're back in action. Deep ball that time. Looking for Harley. Harley, little battling. Excuse me, Neil.
That's a better ball. Ball in behind into the channel. Getting Olivia to and onto it. I think that's what Wenatchee have to do a little bit more. They have to take the game to Wenatchee and take them back into their back third a little bit more.
Throw-in for Eastmont. Ball bounces off Kendall Flanagan. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. We have number 23, Hegum, in for Wenatchee now as well. There she is. Jareki, top of the box. Sanchez Blanco, under siege. Charged from behind, whistle on the play, foul called. It will be a free kick for Wenatchee. 34 minutes, 4 seconds on the scoreboard clock. Wenatchee and Eastmont tied at 0-0, and the head coach for Eastmont did not like that call at all. 3 on the wall. Getting ready for this kick is Maddie Smith. Left-footed shot. Oh, my goodness. Good combination. Good combination. Referee says corner kick. Second corner kick of the half for Wenatchee. Third overall.
Great ball driven in there with pace. Difficult to manage. And just about saw the score sheet there.
Who's going to take care of this corner kick? I'm not tall enough at 5'10" to reach out. There we go. There's a corner kick, and it sails to the far post. Swinging right foot shot by Hegum doesn't quite work. Trying again is Jareki. Back to Hegum. And ultimately, Cora Fry. Scary moments for the back line of Eastmont, gentlemen.
Yeah, Yeah, I think, that free kick, great delivery, and that corner kick too. I think, Eastmont is trying to get that ball away quickly.
Deep ball, Abuamo. Off to the races we go. Flag is up. None of that will count. There were two players offside from what I could reckon.
Yeah, Wenatchee kind of went away from the success they were having the first 10 minutes of this game. And maybe it's a confidence deal or what, but they really have stopped doing much in the attacking end of their field. And they kind of looked really disjointed and without a plan as of late.
The ball slinks past two markers, and then Heimbigner sends it out of bounds.
I think the threat of Eastmont going in behind has naturally dropped to Wenatchee back 5 or 10 yards, and so a little bit of disconnection between the midfield and the forwards and the backs. But yeah, let's see what they do here.
We're back in action. There's Stegman battling with Kiana Carson. Stegman pushing the ball upfield for Hegem. Jareki just entered the contest a minute ago for Wenatchee. There's Jareki. Taken back by Sparks. Sparks. Under some pressure by Harley. Sanchez Blanco. Harley. Back to Sanchez Blanco, trying to get past Little. Little holds her ground. Trying again is Jareki. Sanchez Blanco. Sanchez Blanco. 4 on the box. Shot across.
Oh.
Rejected. Looking for a handball call. Non-forthcoming.
They revised that rule as of late, where if it skips off your knee and then hits your arm, basically given fewer penalties for a handball because of a bounce, I guess.
Yeah, that was a close call.
Chandler. Rejected. The shot and Miss Hughes. It was the Riley Fisher, it looked like. Let's have a look. We're back in action. Mendoza, whistle on the play, foul called.
Better from Wenatchee, though. Pressing in middle third, again, trying to win the ball back out of the field. And when you do that, then you're going to catch the opposition in vulnerable areas. But, if you don't win that ball back after 4 or 5 seconds, then the next thing is you have to drop to stop that counter going in behind. So,
free kick into the box. Bit of a bounce there. Out of position is Hughes. Not a problem, however, as the back line responds and sends it to the corner kick. Fourth corner kick of the first half. Second favoring the Eastmont Wildcats. We're at the edge of halftime here, folks. The clock stuck on 38 now. Punched away by Hughes. Right-footed shot by Sparks. Trying again was Sparks herself. Ball goes out of bounds. Referee says goal kick for Wenatchee.
Thought that might have been a corner.
Me too.
Unless my eyes are deceiving me.
Me too. We're at the edge of halftime. These two teams going at it. But still no breakthrough. We're still tied at 0-0. If you're a Sounders fan, turn down their volume because here comes an update. Sounders are playing FC Dallas. And they're ahead 2-0.
Good.
It's great news. It's in the playoffs, isn't it?
Yep. First round.
Let's go Sounders.
And it's a new system now. There's no away and home. There's
That's right.
one game at the higher seeds.
That's right. I like that. I think that's a good thing.
Anything to do away with that whole the away goals are worth more thing, fine by me. Another goal kick for Wenatchee. Miss Hughes, who has been quite busy, but has responded pretty well. Rejected into Eastmont territory, sent right back. Down the right flank, Maria Mendoza. Trying to put something together with Kiana Carson. Interrupted by Wenatchee. Deep ball for Hegem. On the mark is Bauman. Ball goes out of bounds, throwing for Wenatchee. Jareki. Touch to the back. Top of the box. Rejected. 30-plus yards out. And with more optimism than accuracy. Miss Eckert takes a shot.
I think both teams are now settling for halftime, trying to get through to the break.
Kind of feels like it right now, yeah. Which is often a great time to stop settling and press. Maybe lull the other team into thinking you're going to play for halftime and then punch them.
Off to the races we go now. Kendall Flanagan battling with Eckert. Eckert delivers the throw-in. Abuamo. And there's the whistle that tells us that this first half belongs in the vintage section from now on with Eastmont and Wenatchee. Oh, we're still in action. I beg your pardon.
That was an offside there.
I beg your pardon. We're still in action. I thought the referee had his arms up.
I was right there with you.
We're back in action. All right. There is Jericho.
Shortest halftime ever.
Gross Didi. It's live TV, folks. What can I tell you?
There we go.
And there's the whistle.
There's your moment.
There's the whistle. What does that whistle mean? Okay. We're going to halftime now, folks. I'm going to wait for the blood to exit my face. And when we come back, we will have the keys to this second half of soccer coming our way. This is Eastmont and Wenatchee tied at 0-0. Don't go away.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly, sparkling water. Crack a smile.
My awesome is being able to share my passion for yoga. I found yoga in my mid-40s to help me kind of de-stress and calm down, and it actually changed my life. Washington Trust believed in me. I felt like, okay, they got my back. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go for it. It actually makes you feel like more brave. I do have a lot of awesome in my life.
What's your awesome? Whatever it is, we'll help you get there.
My awesome is being part of the Nez Perce tribe. We have a tourism company and we highlight the history and culture of the Nez Perce people. I found Washington Trust Bank because they were very involved in the community. They believed in me. They definitely saw the need for this in our region. All the folks at Washington Trust Bank are phenomenal. They've done such a wonderful job helping me along my journey.
What's your awesome? Whatever it is, we'll help you get there.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We will do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Welcome back to Eastmont High School, Wildcat Stadium, where we have just witnessed a little bit of everything, but overall an entertaining contest between Eastmont and Wenatchee. Gentlemen, the mic is yours.
Yeah, it's a little more entertaining than we saw the first half of this first fixture between these two sides. both teams having some success, both teams needing to fix some things, tighten up a little second half, and I think we might see a little bit more wide open game in the second half, kind of how these things tend to play out. What do you think, Neil?
For me, I think Eastmont have edged it. I think they've had the better chances. I think Nia Hughes in goal has been the more busy of the two goalkeepers. And I think, Wenatchee have to change things up defensively because there's a lot of space on their right-hand side that Eastmont are getting a lot of success down. So I think what both teams have to do is keep on going, and whoever gets that first goal might go on to win the game. So great game so far, though.
Yeah, you were saying with a three-back setup that oftentimes if the ball comes down one flank or the other, that the near back gets drawn out. And what's got to happen is you have to have a plan on how you're going to get that fourth defender back, and if it comes from the near side, the strong side, or the weak side, and typically a lot of times that cover will come from the weak side back. So the outside midfielder needs to be dropping back and providing the width and defensively, and so they stay compact.
And I think without the ball, I think Wenatchee are stuck in two minds. I think, they're pressing high. They're showing a lot of energy to try and win the ball back. But if they don't win the ball back within 5 seconds, then Eastmont have got space to drive into. And then I think the back three, they're struggling knowing when to drop and then when to engage that player on the ball. So if you've seen in the first half, when Wenatchee have been successful, on transition, they've won the ball back within 2-3 seconds. And then from there, I think after those few seconds, when Eastmont have had their chances, it's when they haven't dropped into that space. So a few things that they could change there on defense. But for me, I think the threat of Megan Chandler and Jaden Brown up top for Eastmont is a big threat. And I think the more Eastmont can get them two on the ball, they're going to cause Wenatchee more problems in the second half.
So if you're Coach Vidal, you're telling your girls for Eastmont, are you coming out doing things the same, or are you just continually sending that ball down the flanks until Wenatchee adjusts, or are you going to?
I think keep it the same. I think they've had the good chances. I think what you just say is, look, there's going to be more chances in the game, and then it's up to you to take them. I think you've had a lot of success down the right-hand side channel, and keep exploiting that. If you're wanting to sit deep, you win the ball, and try and execute the space down that right-hand side of Wenatchee's. And so if I'm Vidal, if I'm Eastmont, say hey, just stick with it, just keep going, and that chance will come again. But make sure that when that chance comes, you've got to take it, show a bit more clinical edge to get that ball in the box. If I'm Wenatchee, I think a little bit just more patience and build up, try and use the ball a little bit better in the final third, and try and catch Eastmont out a little bit. So it'll be an intriguing second half.
All right, that has been our halftime commentary, brought to you today by TC Slingers, another proud sponsor of NCW Live Channel Sports. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have 40 minutes of top-notch soccer action for you. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their Laser Shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales.
Where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
Welcome back to Eastmont High School, Wildcat Stadium, for the second half of this contest between Wenatchee and Eastmont. Wenatchee will start the action from right to left on your screen, decked almost entirely in white, ladies and gentlemen. And the Eastmont Wildcats will do their thing from left to right, decked almost entirely in baby blue. There's the whistle. We are in business, second half action here on NCW Live Channel. Smith, second try. Bauman, recovered by Stegman. Jaricki, the quick touch, top of the box. Mendoza, looking for an escape valve. Instead it finds Clark. Sanchez Blanco. Chased by Heimberger. Shot across. This could be interesting. Right for the shot. Goal, 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 goal. Maddie Smith for the Wenatchee Panthers.
Solid finish there. I mean, took her time, found a corner, and put it right in there. I'm not sure what the defense was doing there. They were really non-committal.
Defense down the right-hand side there for Eastmont. I think we've got to stop those crosses going in, and then as the ball gets come in, a lucky deflection and great finish, you have to say.
41st minute, first minute of the second half. It's a 1-0 lead for the Wenatchee Panthers. Carson. Sparks on the last touch by Eastmont. Recovered by Clark, sent out of bounds.
You're always so vulnerable just after halftime. Players have had a little bit of rest. Maybe the focus isn't in, and maybe that played a part there straight after halftime. And Wenatchee capitalized. Good start for them.
Wenatchee's playing so narrow, narrow.
Chandler shot across, ball went out of bounds. Excuse me, Matt. Go ahead.
There was no width to their attack. They were 100% of their players were on 50% of the pitch there. I guess they must have just overwhelmed the middle of the box there with numbers, 2-on-1, and a great touch and great finish.
Yeah, it was a great finish. Bottom corner.
Bowman.
For any young aspiring girl watching that, that's how to finish.
Sparks. Ball goes out of bounds. We have another update for the Seattle Sounder fandom. So if you are TiVoing this game or DVRing it or whatever, turn the volume down because the Seattle Sounders are up 2-1 right now over the FC Dallas. First round of MLS playoffs. We're back in action now. Bit of a battle there. Flanagan, ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what the referee says. Referee says Eastmont ball. Taking care of this free kick is Ellie Little. Nipfer off to the races now. Let's see who gets there first. Nice ball. Go, 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 go. Megan Chandler with a beauty of a touch, ladies and gentlemen. We're tied at 1.
I mean, what about that finish from Megan Chandler? Oh, you know, just the composure to see the goalkeeper coming out like that and then just to dink the ball over the top of the goalkeeper's head. What a great finish there from Megan Chandler.
44th minute. 4th minute of the second half.
Here's that open game we talked about at
Absolutely,
halftime.
yes. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Wenatchee. Maddie Smith. Little. Back to Smith. Looking for Yareli Sanchez Blanco. Takes to the air. Can't quite connect. Off to the races on the left flank. Looking for some help is Sanchez Blanco. But the touch before her was Hurst. Now switching to the right. The shot doesn't work. Good effort by Sean Garth. It was Hurst, number 16, who was desperately looking for some help.
What do you think there on that goal, Matt? A bit too easy getting that ball in behind from the defense of Wenatchee, or just a great ball through from Eastmont?
Throwing for Eastmont.
A little bit of both.
Throwing for Wenatchee now. No,
yeah, I mean, it was a great finish.
Again.
Just a great finish, great composure there from Megan.
Mendoza. Shaking off Stegman. Touching it to the center circle for Chandler and Carson. That one was Heimbigner. Back to Chandler. Oh, high kick. Referee says play on. Through ball for Chandler. This could be interesting. There's Chandler. Is she going to make it? She is. Shot across. Corner kick as the ball bounces off Bowman. So the first corner kick of the second half will belong to Eastmont. We're tied 1-1.
You have to say a great reaction, though, from Eastmont. To not drop their heads and to keep going and to keep battling and then to get the equalizer straight after Wenatchee scored. You know, great team spirit there.
Yeah, definitely.
To show a good reaction.
Mental toughness, without a doubt. 46 minutes. And with very little pressure, Eastmont takes care of this corner kick. Brown sent out of bounds by Bowman, thrown by Sparks. Chandler, ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. Biosports Physical Therapy. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sanchez Blanco, marked by 3. Jareki across midfield. Little, flag is up.
Funky bounce results in a handball turnover here.
Indirect free kick favoring Eastmont. Brown losing track of the ball. Little trying again. Off to the races is Chandler. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Miss Hughes. Right for the delivery. Just shy of the center dot. Nipfer. Smith and Shongarth. First on it will be the sideline and a throw-in for Eastmont. We're tied 1-1. Instructions from Vidal Hurtado while all this happens. Instructions from Vidal Hurtado to Megan Chandler. Bit of a give and go. Smith. Bauman will let it slink past the yellow stripe, and it will be a goal kick for Eastmont. Substitution happening. We'll tell you in a second who has entered this contest. It looks like it's number 15, Riley Gross Didier. Bit of a battle there. Trying to clear it away was Kiana Carson. Chandler and Sparks. Sparks and Fisher. Fisher and Mendoza. Mendoza and Carson. Carson once again for Brown. Brown trying to thread the needle a little bit. Sparks. Sparks. Off to the races is Jaden Brown. Marked by Sean Garth. Bit of a collision. And it will be Wenatchee ball. 48 minutes, 31 seconds into this contest. Minute 9 of the second half. And we're still tied at 1. Free kick for Wenatchee. Couple of headers pushing the ball into Eastmont territory where they find Bauman. Bauman. Kiana Carson. Carson and Jaden Brown. First stunner will be Clark. Brown regains possession. Carson shot across and the stop by Nia Hughes. Hughes rolling right for Steckman. Across midfield. The delivery finds Little. Mendoza.
It's definitely becoming a more end-to-end game now. Transition from one end to the next. But it was a great play there by Jaden, running in behind, dropping it back, and then getting across into the box there. Good hands there by Nia too.
Throwing for Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales. They strive to impact your life, not your wallet. You can expect a hassle-free car buying experience at Impact Auto Sales in Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament and event today. Call the Pro Shop today to schedule your time on the Full Swing S4 widescreen golf simulators. 884-4653. Throw in. Pivoting header. Recovered by Eastmont. Trying to retain possession at midfield. Heim Bigner.
Good time to start pressing there. Wenatchee needs to read those
Heim
cues
Bigner.
with their back.
Taken back by Wenatchee. Harley, the shot. Sails over the crossbar. Good effort.
Very good effort. You know, and like to your point, Matt, you know, if you press high up the field, if you read the cues, you win the ball high up the field, then the goal's only 20 yards away.
That was a shot by Steckman. And now it will be Cora Fry taking care of the ball for Eastmont. Nobody warming up on either bench. The delivery, not what Miss Fry would have liked. The play continues nonetheless. Carson taken back by Sanchez Blanco. Good maneuver. Jareki trying to get past the marker. Jaden Brown off to the races is Chandler. First runner, however, is Nipfer. And the referee says
throw in.
Throw in for the Wildcats.
So little things right there. You've got space back to drop the ball back. You need to communicate as a keeper to play that ball back and play yourself out of trouble there instead of resulting in a turnover throw-in.
Throw in for the Wildcats. 51 minutes 50. Pivoting header by Sanchez Blanco. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. Town Toyota dealership, your automotive home to quality and reliability in North Central Washington. Another proud sponsor of NCW Live Sports. Automoca. Visit one of their 6 locations in the valley, including the only Automoca with inside seating on 5th Street across from Wenatchee Valley College. What is your Automoca emergency? The ball down the flank. Bowman. Bauman, I beg your pardon. Nipfer. And this Hughes. Mercifully, the rain seems to have stopped for
goodness.
basically the duration of this contest. I don't think we've had a drop of rain since the ball started rolling.
It can stay that way for the rest of the afternoon, as far as I'm concerned.
The rest of the year, that would be nice.
We've got a club fixture here at 5 o'clock at Hydro tonight. I'm not really wanting to get soaking wet for the boys 03 team.
Playing in the WNPL, PSPL top league.
Yep.
Clark. Cherokee. Sanchez Blanco. Bit of a collision there. Play continues, says the referee.
What's happening is that the two wing backs, for both teams are struggling to get into the game because of the amount of running up and down that it was required in that position. So not much width on offer for both teams. Play is very middle orientated right now.
Substitution in the making for Eastmont. It hasn't occurred yet, but it will be Miss Kylie Rosen, number 9.
Yeah, just like this game opening up here in the second half, it looks like since you last gave the update, the Washington-Oregon football game has opened up in the first half.
Oh, boy.
It's so turn your ears off if you're DVRing that, as you should, and this should be your primary focus. Washington up 21-14 at half.
All right.
Go Cougs.
Yeah.
Amen.
I agree.
Off to the races we go down the flank. Gors Didier. Recovered by Eastmont. The shot over the head of everybody. And some of the wittier members of the fandom expressing their opinion.
Well, there's always I'm surprised these days with the amount of the lack of referees. There's a huge shortage nationwide of referees, but they need to come to these games to do some scouting.
Didier on the stop, and Miss Fry under a bit of pressure. Matt Wisen,
well, I said the referee associations need to come to high school games to do some scouting because there's an overabundance of very knowledgeable referees in the stands.
Always. I think that's better, though, from Wenatchee. I think that's what they need to do. They need to build up. They need to get the ball wide and double up there on the right-hand flank.
Are you eating peanuts?
Several. Would you like some?
We need to coach this guy. we need to have a talk with this guy. The ball into the heart of the box. The header on defense.
Yeah, just those little dangerous balls in, and Eastmont's getting numbers in there, and that could be how this game gets decided. It's just a little fluky, bouncy ball if you got the right people around in the box to poke it away or poke it home.
Abuamu enters the contest for Eastmont. Taking a seat is Miss Jaden Brown. The clearing doesn't quite work. There's Chandler. Chandler back to Abuamu. The shot across bounces off Ali Clark, but there's a whistle on the play.
She didn't clear her line. Get back on side prior.
Offside.
Yep.
No. 56-12 on the clock. Clark. Hurst.
Yeah, I think.
Then Smith and ultimately Clark again, but the ball goes out of bounds before Clark can touch it, and it will be a goal kick.
I think that's where on both teams need to do a bit better job of regaining possession, not just giving it away so cheaply and forcing the ball. There has to be a little bit of time in possession so that you can build up, create a bit of chances, a bit of movement in the final third instead of just giving it away so cheaply.
Charge from behind. Goes uncalled. Play continues, much to the dismay of the fandom here, especially the Eastmont fandom. Ball goes out of bounds. And with a bit of difficulty, she trips on the way to the field. Maintains her balance and now takes care of this goal kick. Harley. Recovered by Eastmont. Sanchez Blanco, good ball. Into the box, right-footed shot, and it sails wide. Good effort.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great bit of play there from Wenatchee, disrupting the flow of the game in the middle third. Good pressing there from Talia Hurst, and a great ball, great run from Olivia Harley. Good effort, you'd have to say. Just missing the far right-hand corner.
Goal kick for Eastmont. There's Harley pushing some pressure again.
So now we have to drop.
Chandler.
We have to drop.
The ball. And the stop by Ms. Hughes. Sparks. Back to Sparks now from Heimbigner. Sparks. Bit of a race. Rusin. The ball. Abuamo. She's onside. Abuamo. Left-footed shot. Bounces off the face of the goalkeeper. My goodness. Hope she's okay.
Could she have taken it a few extra touches? Maybe engage the goalkeeper there a little bit more and get a shot off a bit later.
Bowman. Recovered by Eastmont. The through ball.
A little too direct there.
For
But that ball's on
Chandler
every single
doesn't quite
time.
work. Gentlemen?
That ball's on every single time. You know, it's just one ball over the top and Megan's in there.
The touch by Harley doesn't quite work. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. But first, we have a substitution for Wenatchee. And it's number 7, Marissa Hurst, re-entering the contest. No, I stand corrected. Entering the contest. It was Talia Hurst early on. Heimbigner. Rusin. Upfield for Sparks. Recovered by Marissa Hurst. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and it is. There's the always efficient Matt Kimmel taking care of recovering that ball. 60 minutes on the dot. 20 to go here at Eastmont High School. We're still tied at 1-1. Very entertaining second half. Jareki battling with Fisher. Jareki sending it out of bounds. It should be Eastmont ball. Throw in. Jefferson Danielson's Son and Aylward delivering quality and innovative legal service to North Central Washington since 1946. Online at jdsalaw.com. See what the referee is saying. Now play continues.
Don't really know what he was saying.
I don't know what that was about.
One of the Wenatchee players needs to put a penny on maybe on the bench over there.
Might be. I saw him pointing at his ears, his head. We're back in action, however. Smith. Off to the races is Hurst. Ball goes out of bounds.
So both teams right now could really benefit from a little bit more patience. It's turning a little bit more into a kickball kind of a game and work on some possession.
Heimbigner. Abuamo. Sparks. Rosen. Little. Wenatchee recovers before Riley Fisher can connect. Off to the races now. Down the center alley is Stegman. Rejected by the back line of the Wildcats. Good recovery. This could be interesting. Deep ball that time, a bit too long for Chandler or Abuamo. Not a major problem for Miss Hughes.
Just another example there, forcing the ball. Had space to run into, maybe look for a connected pass. But, you know, you're right, Matt. I think the game's getting a little bit scrappy now in the last 5-10 minutes. I think just one team needs to get a foot in the ball. Take 5 minutes to knock the ball around and get more of a rhythm into the game and then build an attack.
Stegman. Jareki looking to connect with Eckert. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Eastmont. Weinstein Beverage Company is a family-owned business proud to support our local high school teams. Find them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram or on their website, WeinsteinBeverage.com. Stegman Trying to get a shot across. Just by the marker. Goal, 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 goal! Yareli Sanchez Blanco for the Wenatchee Panthers.
Yeah.
63-14.
Great finish there. A good ball in. Just can't let those balls hit the ground that close in front of your goal. Anything can happen.
Yeah, you'd have to say against the run of play. You know, I thought it was a good ball down the right-hand side, and if you put the ball in there with a bit of pace and trajectory like that, all you have to do is just get a lucky bounce, and unfortunately there for Eastmont, it's an own goal.
Shot across. Good opportunity that time. I stand corrected then, gentlemen. It was an own goal.
I didn't. It looked a little scrappy. I didn't see what foot ended it up there. It looked like Sanchez to me, but I
maybe see the replay. I thought it might have been an own goal, but
we'll have to bring that back to VAR, right?
Flanagan. Calling for it is Chandler.
2v1.
First runner is Clark. Back to Chandler. Bit of a collision there. Whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee says. Referee says Wenatchee ball. 2-1 lead for Wenatchee over Eastmont here at Eastmont High School. Substitution coming. It will be Ms. Jaden Brown re-entering the contest. Let's not forget that Eastmont is in first place with a 7-1 record in league, and Wenatchee second with a 6-2 record in league. So a win for Wenatchee leaves them tied at 7-2. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Eastmont ball, and now the game turns into an 11 versus 12 contest because the clock begins to play a mighty important role, gentlemen.
Yeah, I think, you know, now it's Eastmont might have to chase the game a little bit more, have to take more risks in the attacking third, maybe send more players further forward as time goes on, and then for Wenatchee, it's about managing the game, managing the situation now.
Wenatchee, it looks like they're playing a little more defensive right now, more likely getting back into a 5-back almost. And we'll see it. It should. It might turn into who can withstand this. If Eastmont starts sending numbers forward, and Wenatchee can withstand a barrage here in the last 14 minutes of the game.
Riley Gross-Didier is back in the contest for Wenatchee, as is number 9, Jada Cosina.
You know, especially as the game goes on, it's about, you know, for Wenatchee maybe dropping deeper a little bit, sustaining that pressure, and then maybe hitting them on the counter as gaps appear up the field for them.
This is a shot by Sparks near the top of the box. Chandler. Heimbigner into the box. Good opportunity. Abuamo! And the stop by Nia Hughes.
Good runs being made in there by Eastmont.
Yeah, they're getting their left wing back in the good areas on that far side. It was a good drop down and not a bad effort there.
Smith, who scored the first goal in the first minute of the second half. Off to the races now is Abuamo. First on it will be Nipfer. Nipfer sending it out of bounds. Throw in for Eastmont. We have another substitution. It looks like it's number 8, Lucy Rumble, returning to the pitch.
And this is where you look for your more senior players on both teams. You know, a little bit of experience. You know, in Wenatchee, it's, you know, a bit of a head in there experience. Dig in for Eastmont, just a bit more of a calm head saying, you know, chances will come.
Abuamo. Heimbigner shot across. The header goes wide. Let's see what the referee says. Says corner kick. So second corner kick of the half for Eastmont. 4th overall for the Wildcats in the game. 6th for the entire contest. 67:57 on the clock. 12 minutes away. And Mr. Hurtado asking his players to populate the left flank of the box. There's a shot. Right-footed shot waiting by Sparks. Can't quite get it there. Ball goes out of bounds. Referee says goal kick. And Miss Hughes will take care of this one. Chandler hanging close, as is Abuamo. Stegman taken back by Eastmont. Rusin, Abuamo. First runner is Bowman. And ultimately, the sideline.
Yeah, Bowman's been missed quite a bit by Wenatchee. She's been out for the last 3 games with an injured ankle, and it's good to see her back.
She makes so many good challenges. She reads the game. She's a force back there. She's got great character, great attitude.
Abuamo.
Glad she's back and she's recovered from her injury.
Rumble. Bit of space now for Wenatchee. Stegman. Good stop by Bauman.
Good defending.
Trying again is Cosina. Gross Didier. Rosen. Little. And the sideline.
Could go either way. I mean, you got Wenatchee on the counter there. As gaps start to appear, as Eastmont push forward, they might be leaving themselves vulnerable. But on the same side, Eastmont trying to apply a bit of pressure during the latter stages of the game.
Rumble. Gross Didier. Shot across. Cleared away partially by Rosen. Eastmont trying to escape its own half of the field. Taken back by Bowman. The rejection by Eastmont. Off to the races now is Jaden Brown. First on it will be Nipfer. Ball goes out of bounds. Nipfer putting it back in play. Gross Didier. Taken back by Eastmont. Trying to thread the needle yet again.
Challenge.
Doesn't quite work this time. Clark looking for Sanchez Blanco. Bit of a collision and a handball. It will be handball on Eastmont.
Some ironic cheers there. Some ironic cheers there from the Wenatchee fans, almost applauding the referee for giving them a call.
Soccer does have witty fans.
They're all referees in the stands, are they not?
Yeah.
Or coaches, depending on how the game goes. Left-footed shot by, that was Maddie Smith. Into the box we go. Bit of a header there, collision. The goalkeeper is down. Now she gets back up. Trying again is Sanchez Blanco. Sanchez Blanco. Eckert. Top of the ball.
Oh,
Go. Maddie Smith, second personal tally. And Wenatchee starts to run away with this one.
Pick that one out. What an absolute cracking strike there from Maddie Smith. Top corner. Left foot. Coming across her body. I mean, I can't tell you how difficult that technique is to do as the ball's coming across on the left-hand side. And what a sweet strike. I think everybody would be happy with that strike. Corey did her best trying to tip it, but couldn't get to it. What a strike there from Maddie Smith.
But my eyes right now are on Cora Fry. She went after that ball, and she seems to have hurt one of her wrists.
She came hard into that back post.
3-1 lead for Wenatchee. 7 minutes and change until the end of regulation. Substitution coming for Eastmont. It will be Kiana Carson re-entering this contest. There's a throw-in. Shot across. Far post, and just a little too late for Kendall Flanagan. Little. Recovered by Eckert. Handball, clearly. Yes, sir.
I think Matt Wisen scored a few like that back in his heyday.
Still scoring them like that whenever I get a chance, right? Yeah. It's just light work.
Buomo takes a seat, and Kiana Carson takes her place.
I'm not sure if I ever had a heyday.
Down the flank we go. Eckert. Ball goes out of bounds and will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Taking care of it is Maddie Smith. Into the box. Trying again for Wenatchee is Bowman. And now Smith again. The header by Eckert. Recovered by Eastmont. Off to the races now. Down the center alley is Riley Fisher. And now the deep ball. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Nia Hughes. 73, make that 74 minutes.
Yeah, I think you've seen definitely a more improved Wenatchee in the second half. I think they've been more adventurous. They've got more numbers forward. They've created a few more chances. A little bit more clinical edge too, and probably deserved leaders at this moment.
Free kick for, excuse me, for Wenatchee. And there's Yareli Sanchez Blanco and Cora Fry. Fry pushing her troops forward. Little across midfield. Miss Flanagan cannot control. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. 74 minutes, 59 seconds. Last 5 minutes of action here at Eastmont High School, with Wenatchee leading their hosts by a score of 3-1. Cherokee, Gross Didier, Little on the recovery, can't quite connect foot with ball. Now she does. Nipfer under some pressure. Nice move by Nipfer. Cherokee, Gross Didier, Sanchez Blanco. Waiting for it is Rumble. Battling with Bauman. Sanchez Blanco. Touch up field. Rumble. Maddie Smith looking for the hat trick perhaps. Find instead Cora Fry.
Much better patience build up there from Wenatchee. A little bit more combinations. Getting the ball down the left-hand side. Bit of swerve there on that strike there from Maddie Smith.
Carson battling with Bowman. Bowman prevailing. The touch up field for Miss Lucy Rumble. Finds the yellow stripe instead. Throw in to Heimbigner, who can't quite get there. Cherokee. Taken back nimbly by Fisher. Fisher. Stolen by Sanchez Blanco. There's Fisher again. Stolen again by Eckert this time. The shot and the stop by Miss Cora Fry.
And now's the time. It seems like Eastmont's kind of running out of gas a little bit, but if they got to send numbers forward and do it in a hurry and really start building up. But
there's a sucker punch there from that strike going in.
Are you guys ready for players of the game, or do you guys need another minute?
Maybe one more minute, but we're definitely closing in. There's been a couple good candidates.
Yeah, good performances all around from both teams.
Little. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and it is. 77-37. So in about 25 seconds, time will be taken care of by the gentlemen in the yellow shirts down on the field. This is NCW Live Channel. Thank you for being with us in this mid-October afternoon of Big Nine soccer, girls soccer action from Eastmont High School, where we see Eastmont having their hands full and then some due to the irreverent visitors from across the river. Flanagan. The shot by Sparks does not catch Miss Hughes unawares. A good effort nonetheless. Goal kick for Wenatchee. Eckert. Scoreboard has stopped. Flanagan. Wenatchee looking for that out of bounds call. They get it. Throw in for the Panthers. And I want to see the reaction of the Wenatchee student section when this game is over, if this score holds. Because there are, let's see, 3, 4, 7, 8, about 12 of them. They're all huddled up together in this little, like a bunch of grapes, you know. And they've stood the entire time. They haven't moved. I want to know if they're going to just.
I think they're primed to rush the field after the game.
Yeah, they might be running on.
Take the
Need some
goalpost
security
down.
guards on the field.
I don't know. Maybe they're frozen together. Who knows?
Yeah, they could be. It's been a good game. Speaking of the player of the game, I mean, we've got two of them, one for each side, and Megan Chandler for Eastmont. She's really just been really difficult to contain for Wenatchee and created so many opportunities. I mean, Wenatchee's had a really difficult time containing her, and she's created so many opportunities in this game. For Wenatchee, we'll let this play out here.
Rejected by the back line, and then a shot from about 30 yards out. Not a problem for Hughes, you were saying?
Yeah, for Wenatchee, we've settled in on Maddie Smith. She's had an outstanding game, 2 goals, and really coming out of the back, playing stellar defense, and then as well as having a defender score.
Scores Didier?
Yeah, I think from Eastmont's side, Megan's, like I said, been a constant threat. I think she's created, she's checked in, she's held the ball up well. She's brought other players into the action and had a great support play. And then like I say, Maddie Smith there for Wenatchee, contributing 2 goals, killing the game there with that third goal from 40 yards out, top corner. Deserved player of the game for both teams.
All right, so Maddie Smith for Wenatchee and for Eastmont.
Really want to give Naya, the goalkeeper back there for Wenatchee, some props too. She made that decision difficult for us. She's had an outstanding game as well.
There's a touch. Kiana Carson, shot across, second try. Kiana Carson, and there's Hughes, making it difficult some more.
Yeah, I think, if you look back to the first half when Eastmont had those 3 or 4 chances, 1v1, and I kept them in the game. So huge credit to her for keeping Wenatchee in the game there in the first half.
I have a feeling these two teams will see each other in playoffs. And so this won't be the last time, and I'm calling it now. They see each other this year.
All right. Let's see if your prediction comes true, Matt Wiseman, because I personally would not mind to see these teams, either one of these teams, make it deep into the playoffs. They've put on quite the contest here today. Jarkey. Defensive labor by the Wildcats. That was Rosen. Now the throw-in by Smith. Back to Smith, into the box. Smith, right-footed shot. On the bounce was Rumble. Cleared away by the back line of Eastmont. Nipfer. Battling for it is Bowman. With a little help from Clark. Bowman.
That's it.
And there's the whistle. Let's just make sure this time. Yes, it is. That tells us that Wenatchee traveled across the river to take this one from their arch rivals by a score of 3-1. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have interviews with the players of the game. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. You know, we've been helping keep folks safe on the road around here since 1952. That's why you can save up to $152 on a set of 4 select light truck and SUV tires during our fall tire sale. All with a service you deserve, but just don't find other places. Swing by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
At Town Toyota, we believe in our community, and we're proud to support this broadcast of local sports. Town Toyota defines reliability and value in both its products and in the dealership itself. We are home to legendary products like the RAV4, Highlander, and Camry, not to mention Tundras and Tacoma trucks. Of course, we offer service for everything we sell and a great selection of pre-owned and certified vehicles as well. So enjoy the game and visit Town Toyota for all your automotive needs.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We'll do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly, sparkling water. Crack a smile.
My awesome is being able to share my passion for yoga. I found yoga in my mid-40s to help me kind of de-stress and calm down, and it actually changed my life. Washington Trust believed in me. I felt like, okay, they got my back. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go for it. It actually makes you feel like more brave. I do have a lot of awesome in my life.
What's your awesome? Whatever it is, we'll help you get there.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
these two neighbors from either side of the river, Wenatchee taking this one by a score of 3-1. Next to us are two of the stars of this contest. First for Eastmont, Megan Chandler, and for Wenatchee, Maddie Smith. I almost said Maddie Brown. Thank you. And first of all, Miss Chandler, I know doesn't ever feel good to lose to the arch rival, especially at home. But what would you rescue from this game that might help you as you approach playoffs?
I say just keep our heads up. I felt like maybe towards the end we could have played with more energy, but what are you gonna do? Hopefully we can just learn from it and move on.
What would you highlight as one of the things that Wenatchee did that worked for them today?
They were definitely very aggressive. Very 50-50 balls. They got quite a few of those. But yeah, they're just a pretty good team. Great passing, for sure.
Now, how long have you been playing soccer?
Oh,
your whole life.
I don't know. We've been playing like against each other for maybe like 6, 7.
Okay.
But
so the reason I'm asking you this is I want to ask you this other thing. How does it feel to come to the end of a season and you have Wenatchee and Eastmont top of the league, class of the league, looking into playoffs? To know that the soccer that you guys are playing is at that of a high level.
It feels pretty cool to see all the girls who I played against when I was younger, and every year just getting better and being able to go against each other with good energy and competitiveness.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Matt Wisen, take it away.
So, congratulations, ladies. It was a very, very entertaining game to watch.
Absolutely.
And so for Wenatchee, it tied at half. Going into the second half, what were you told the strategy in the second half would be, and how did you find success?
The coach just told us to keep our heads up, find good passes, and go to every single ball and finish.
So, I mean, I imagine every player and everybody that's played this game stays up at night and dreams of scoring the deciding goal to put your team ahead in a rivalry match. Obviously, that feels pretty good. So, what were your thoughts after scoring those goals?
I felt like we were in it. I felt like they weren't going to come back. But it was a good game. We both played really hard, and either of us deserved it.
So, I've watched you, Wenatchee, Eastmont, and Davis, and made the comment it's going to probably come down to you guys are going to see each other again in the playoffs, and whether it's at Wenatchee or at Eastmont. Is yet to be determined. How do you feel going forward? And I imagine it's got to be really exciting thinking about getting another shot, a rubber match with each other.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like we are going to play them again, and it will definitely be a really good game. And we'll just compete and see what happens.
Well, congratulations again, and thanks for always the entertaining game.
Thank you, ladies, for a great game, and thank you at home for watching it with us. On behalf of everyone involved, I'm Sebastián Moraga. That gentleman over there is Matt Wisen. Our thanks to Neil, our commentator today, our guest commentator. We hope to see you again sometime soon for another round of soccer here on NCW Live Channel. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on the NCW Life Channel. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Confluence Health, Les Schwab Tires, Biosports Physical Therapy, Impact Auto Sales, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Town Toyota, Automocha, JDSA Law, and Weinstein Beverage. This concludes today's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.